search teams have been out here all day looking for Brian Laundrie, and so far, they haven't found any sign of him. We did reach out to Brian Laundrie's family attorney, and he confirmed to us that earlier this morning, Brian Laundrie's parents did stop by the environmental park. We have been seeing fire crews out and about off of Everglades Boulevard South, going down numerous different roads on this street, working to put out multiple hotspots. The man driving that white SUV says that he drove his vehicle right through this white fence. Take a look. This is the big tree that fell down. There were fire crews out here assisting. Do you have anything to say to the family? We're seeing a lot of destruction and devastation out here off of 20th Avenue Southeast in Golden Gate Estates. Miles Banks worked here at the restaurant for a few days before getting fired. He remembered where they stashed their cash and all of their sweets, but clearly forgot about these surveillance cameras.
Describe to us, some of those things that you're going to miss most about him.
Like everything.
This is day 5 of covering Gabby Petito going missing. There is an arrest warrant out for Brian Laundrie out of Wyoming. The FBI executed the search warrant less than 24 hours after investigators discovered a body in Wyoming. If we could go ahead and play that video so you can take a look at those detectives. Gabby Petito's body was outside for 3 to 4 weeks. This is the camper the Fort Myers couple was staying in at Fort DeSoto Park. According to county documents, they were staying right next to the Laundrie family.
We had a call a little while ago from the news, Channel 7.
It started with a phone call from us.
We checked in on Monday, Labor Day.
And then came the phone call to her camping buddies.
Apparently, they were at the campground when we were there, and they were right next to us.
Are you kidding?
Marcy Newsom and her husband, Kenny, started putting the pieces together.
This is next to us, and I see a red truck.
One photo at a time.
And that red truck was right there. We have a picture of it.
The couple and their friends are now looking back at their captured memories, wondering if this man...
You took a selfie of the 4 of us, and in the background there's a guy walking across the field.
Could have been Brian Laundrie.
They kept to themselves. They were there, and then they weren't.
Brian Laundrie's attorney says Brian, his mom, and his dad all arrived at the park on September 6th and left on September 7th. But a public records request from Pinellas County shows Roberta Laundrie, Brian's mom, checked out on the 8th. All of this was happening while Gabby Petito's family was worried sick, trying to get a hold of the Laundries. And Gabby's parents say they never heard back.
Very strange. If somebody I knew was missing, I wouldn't be going camping.
Megan Myers, ABC 7.
But first to their Megan Myers, live at the reserve where they found the remains. Megan, what's the scene there tonight?
Well, this is the area where just a couple of hours ago, FBI officials held a press conference telling us that they not only found human remains, but they found personal belongings that belonged to Brian Laundrie. They say that they found a backpack as well as a notebook. They say that the area where all of this was found was previously underwater. Now, we did reach out to Brian Laundrie's family attorney, and he confirmed to us that earlier this morning, Brian Laundrie's parents did stop by the environmental park where we are right now. Now, we did see a massive law enforcement presence here today, and they have confirmed to us that they're going to be looking at these new findings that they found for the next several days. And they say while this investigation continues, this environmental park where we are, as well as the Carlton Reserve, are going to remain closed to the public. I'm reporting live from Sarasota County tonight. Megan Myers, back to you. All 3 victims are at home recovering tonight. We spoke to Jose, who's left with intense wounds. One of the bullets hit his face after he jumped on top of his brother to protect him.
I just had to protect my little brother.
When 15-year-old Jose Dejar heard gunshot after gunshot, he was determined not to let those bullets hit his little brother Alejandro. He was rushed into surgery after getting shot in the face and the arm.
First word, I was like, where my brother at? I want to know if my brother was straight.
His mom says he's extremely brave.
He was in the hospital and I see all his blood on his face and he was like, Mom, I'm okay, I'm okay. I know he's in pain. I know. I can see on his face.
Their friend, 20-year-old Fabio Guzman, was driving the car Saturday. He was shot in the back.
Doctor said he's very lucky
that he did not got paralyzed.
The victim's family members say 3 people were inside the other vehicle. 2 people had guns and were shooting off rounds.
They were not even like playing. They want them dead.
Deputies charged 18-year-old Alexa Velez today with attempted murder. They also arrested 17-year-old Victor Cervantes.
Like 26 to 30 bullets on the car.
The victims and their loved ones are hoping everyone involved is arrested.
And I want justice. I want them to arrest every single kid that was in that car.
In DeSoto County tonight, Megan Myers, NBC2. After watching the SUV crash into this canal, Robert Short pulled over and ran to the water. 2 children had already made it out, but the 3rd young girl was struggling to escape. So Short immediately jumped in, pulling her to safety.
I think it was just a natural reaction to just get in the water and help them.
Short says he had no other choice after the kids were left alone by their father, Kern Campbell. He's accused of driving drunk, losing control of his car, and crashing into the canal. Short says he saw him right before he ran from the scene.
He just said that he couldn't, how do you say it, that he didn't want to see his girls this way, and that he couldn't take it.
But Short says he wasn't focused on Campbell. His attention was on the 3 children who still needed help.
They were scared, very scared, lots of crying, and lots of I'm cold and I want mommy.
And Short made sure they would see their mother, turning on his car and putting the kids in the back seat.
I put him in there and wrapped him up in I had a couple jackets from work.
Short says he has 6 children of his own.
I would hope that anybody else would stop and do the same thing.
He was the only one who rushed to help.
I stopped on top of the bridge after I seen it, and the car behind me was honking the horn because they was mad at me because I stopped.
Deputies arrived within minutes, but Short stayed on scene for a few more hours to make sure the kids were okay.
I never thought I would see something like that.
We spoke to the children's mother shortly after the crash happened. She had this message for Short.
I appreciate you for what you did, and you're a hero because I have my kids here today.
In Lehigh Acres, Megan Myers, NBC2.